In this video, we're going to dive deep into the puppy training topic with 6 different puppy training tips that's going to ensure a balanced and well-behaved best friend for life. I'm Will, your trainer here at Kindly Canine Training, and we're getting into it right now. Puppy training tip number 1. Attention is apex. As an untrained puppy, other dogs, animals, and people will be more rewarding for them to play with and chase rather than paying attention to you. So start by training and walking them away from other dogs and people and away from other distractions, like at home or any place you can fully control the environment. Once you see that they're doing well with that step, we can then bring in an additional dog that is already trained and nice and calm to slowly teach your puppy to obey, listen, and pay attention to you even with another dog around. And how we do that is have the trained calm dog lay down in the middle of a room while you walk and train your dog around the nice calm dog, and reward or pay the puppy every time they look at you, turn towards you, come to you, or stay next to you as you're walking around the dog. Once the puppy is doing well with that, we can take that same exercise and go outside with it to a place where there are some dogs around, keeping in mind that we want a lot of distance in between what your training area and the other dog. So if you find a park that has a dog park in it, a fenced off area where they're all running around in there, and you can go to the complete opposite corner or side of the park and do your training, and then slowly move closer, just 3 to 5 feet at a time, to the other distractions. And as long as you're getting compliance, you can move another 3 feet, another 3 feet, another 3 feet, until you don't get compliance, and then move back 3 to 6 feet and do it again until you get compliance, and then move a little closer. And just repeat this process over and over again until your puppy learns to pay attention to you no matter what's going on around him. If you want to learn how to get rid of unwanted behaviors and bring balance back to your pack, start right now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. Puppy training tip number 2. Consistency is key. That's with their daily schedule, your training rhythm, what they are learning, with how you train them, with the commands you use, with what they can and cannot do, as well as with other family members. What I mean by other family members is very important that everybody in the house is on the same page, because if one person lets a dog do something that they're not supposed to do, it will make training slow and difficult for everybody. We must give them clear, precise, and consistent information in order for them to learn and grow into the dog they can be. Puppy training tip number 3. Timing will tame, which means redirections must be done immediately. So keep a collar and a cheap leash with the wrist loop cut off, or just any 3 to 5 foot rope you can find laying around the house, even when you're not currently in a training session, so you can make those redirections immediately so you don't end up chasing your puppy around the house. Trust me on this, you chasing your puppy around the house is not a game you want them to learn. Conversely, getting your puppy to chase you around the house is a great game to teach them. Notice before I said redirection, where normally with an adult dog, we would say correction. That's an important distinction here, as we do not want to use negative reinforcement when we're training a puppy. With an adult dog, it's fine, but with a puppy, they can develop a negative association with us or the training process as a whole. Also, in order to avoid coming home to a tangled up or injured dog, make sure you take the lead off when you leave the house. Your puppy should be safely stowed away in their crate/den. I recently did a review of this little foldable water bottle, and I gotta say I love it. I'll put the video up at the end of this one in the end screen so you can check that video out if you'd like. And I'll be making a video soon on this option-packed fanny pack. Puppy training tip number 4. Don't kill the command. Yes, and I say it all the time, repetition is required, but if you continue to repeat the command without getting compliance, you will kill the command and teach your puppy that complying and listening to you is optional. So if you can't get a compliance within 1 to 2 tries, you can either move farther away from distractions or end the session before it gets to that point, which leads us to puppy training tip number 5. Keep it short. 2 to 5 to 10 minute training sessions in a day is much better than a single 1-hour training session, at least in the case of puppy training. It's also very important to end each session on a positive note. Don't let your puppy get overwhelmed with training. Pay attention to their signs and body language, and end the session while they're still enjoying it and they're still having fun, which will help your puppy to enjoy and look forward to training with you. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, now you can do that. So here's what you do. At the end of the video here, you can just minimize the video, come down here to my icon or logo, give that a click, which will take you to my YouTube homepage. And you see in the lower right of the channel art, this little coffee cup. Just click on that, which will take you to the Buy Me a Coffee website. And you see my page, same header as the YouTube. And you come down, you can select 1 or 3 or 5. You can put a personal message if you like, and then you just click support. Puppy training tip number 6. Rules, boundaries, and limitations. There's things they can do, there's things they can't do. There's places they can go, there's places they can't go. In the beginning of puppy training, keep their real estate fairly small. Make sure that they're only allowed in the room that you're in so you can constantly keep an eye on them and give them lots of engagement. Baby gates are great for this. Also, every time you let your puppy out of the crate, start with a quick 5-minute training session, teaching them all the things they need to know to become a great best friend, like sit, down, place, come, leave it, etc., which also teaches your puppy that you are the most engaging, important, and rewarding thing in the room as well as their lives, and will also make training and walking them easier for the remainder of their life. Once your puppy is showing that they can relax and be calm while you're cooking, cleaning, etc., then you can open it up and let them explore more areas of the house, but not until they can relax and be calm for an hour or so without getting restless. That's about it for this one. I'm Will, your trainer here at Kindly Canine Training. Have a good one, and later on.